I think nowadays people communicate more with telephones and mostly like they use a lot of computers. I don't even think they actually call people. They use text more often, even for a very formal, like a business or a very important communication. They still use text, not phone calls anymore.
Because I'm on the other side of the world, I have two methods of communicating with my parents or friends back in Hong Kong, either by mail or by the internet. I generally prefer the internet because, well, it's not really efficient to have mail because it takes a week to get a message across. So I use the internet because I can convey a message in a matter of minutes.
It's not really common in Nigeria to write like a letter because it's a small place. So we can easily call or go to the place to see the person. And although I'm not really good in writing, so I don't think I can really write a letter, a proper letter to my friends or family.
I have handwritten a letter once in my life. That's so bad because it was actually for a school project. I'm so embarrassed to say this, but it was actually for a school project and I had to write it. So it was necessary and I wrote it to one of my friends. It was in the same city, but we just wrote it to know how the format looks like. That's very sad because I think that's very important. I think letters makes you feel more special because nowadays they don't really use letters.
I think if you have a post, like a proper written letter, there's like, you can actually see the emotion. Like if you have like text, they all have like pre-configured types of fonts, but then if you have a letter, you can see the handwriting, you can see the passion in the writing, and also to enforce your message to the recipient.
I think spelling in social media is not that important because today, even in WhatsApp application, one of the social media application, they have auto spelling. So even if you spell something wrong, they just switch it, and then in a second everything goes correctly. But I still think spelling is very, very important for communication, or like and especially for education, you know, because it really, like if you write something and does some words, if you spell it wrong, it means another thing, you know. So I think it's very important.
There are many ways of communicating nowadays, thanks to advancement of technology. I mean, of course we have our standard conversation talk. We have books. We have the internet, which is now utilized in many different areas. So as long as basically both ends understand the conversation, that's what I see as communication.